Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. The protected lists are out, so today is the time to do my mock draft for the Seattle expansion. Some very interesting names are out. It will be hard. It will be pretty hard. And of course, we don't know which deals were made between Ron Francis, GM of the Seattle Kraken. Already got a t-shirt. It came as a gift when I ordered from Van City Sports. Thank you again. Yeah, we don't know if Ron Francis had made any deals with any other GM. So I thought, okay, I made my own mock draft. Who would I pick? I ended up picking 16 forwards, 11 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders. So stay tuned and let's have a look at my mock draft. Here we go, the mock draft. I started with forwards. All forwards I took are on the board. Max Domi of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Best player available. He is under contract for 1 more year. And Ron Francis will have to deal with him, either trade him or extend him during the season. Josh Bailey of the New York Islanders. I was really surprised he was available. Great goal scorer. That's what Seattle will need. Brandon Tanev, the veteran presence at front. Tanev is a great guy. Can do everything, a little bit of everything. Very good player, under contract for at least 3 more years. I didn't look further, only the next 3 years. He will be a good pickup for Seattle. Alexander Kerfoot of the Toronto Maple Leafs. You need players who can do everything. Kerfoot is one of these. A lot of rumors the Leafs will use Travis Dermott or Jared McCann that just acquired 1 or 2 days ago. I think Seattle will stick with Kerfoot. Center, can play wing, does everything. Colorado, JT Compher, best player available, who is not a UFA. Maybe they go and have a shot at Gabriel Landeskog. If they don't, Compher is the man. Or Jonas Danskoj, one of these two. Anyway, a forward. Colton Sissons, Nashville Predators. Reasonable contract, a guy who is very valuable in the bottom 6. And he's under contract for, I think 6 more years, or is it 5? Brent Lemieux, LA Kings. You need some sandpaper, and that's what this guy is. You need this, especially up front. St. Louis Blues, Sammy Blais. Very surprised he's available. He would be my pick. A forward who is also very valuable, does penalty killing, can play in the power play, does a little bit of everything. You need a guy like that. Chicago, Ryan Carpenter, center depth, that's the word. Very good player available from Blackhawks. Vancouver, Zach McEwen, valuable bottom 6 guy, you need these. If not, you can trade him anyway, there will be takers, and I think for a decent price. New Jersey Devils, Nate Bastian, young guy, let me look, he is 23, potential, hard-working player, good pickup. New York Rangers, Colin Blackwell, veteran presence again, and this guy had a fantastic season. Let's see if he can repeat it, but he definitely has some value. And 4 players that are not under contract for next year. Toby Rida, my hometown boy from Landshut, to select from the Buffalo Sabres. He is a great penalty killer, a good short-handed scorer, heart and soul guy in the bottom 6, hard-working man. Good pickup. Dominic Cahoon of the Edmonton Oilers, who had not the best season last year with the Oilers. Potential is definitely there. He can be a 25-30 goal scorer. From the Ottawa Senators, I took a forward, but I think there were not that many good players available, so I took Vitaly Abramov with a decent price tag. Why not? And Arizona, Bunting, the guy who came out of nowhere and scored a whole lot of goals and is now a UFA. Seattle has to take a shot at him. So, there are my 16 forwards. Let's swap the board and go to the defensemen and the goaltenders. So, here are the defensemen. Shane Gostisbehere, offensive defenseman out of Philadelphia. Ghost needs a change of scenery, urgently. He will not stay happy in Philadelphia. He could thrive with Seattle. He has the offensive capability. Dylan DeMello, Winnipeg. For $3 million, very good defensive defenseman. Seattle does need that. Nick Jensen, Washington. $2.5 million for a guy with veteran presence on the blue line. Yeah, I take him. They will not get Ovechkin, so I think Jensen is the best player available at the best price tag. Radim Šimek, San Jose Sharks. Again, I think he is the best player available out of San Jose. $2.25 million for a defenseman. Why not? Trade potential is there anyway. Troy Stecher, Detroit Red Wings. Good World Championship, good regular season, thrived in Detroit. Hope he can do the same in Seattle. Jacob Larson, Anaheim Ducks. He's 24. He can develop into a top 4 defenseman. Jeremy Lauzon of the Boston Bruins. He is already a top 4 defenseman at age 24. Very sad the Bruins have to let him go. He will be the pick. Dallas, Jamie Alexiak. Veteran presence on the blue line. A player who developed and gets better as he gets older. He has the physicality. He will be a solid D for Seattle. Jake Bean, Carolina. Young man, he is, let me have a look, 23. A lot of potential. He is an RFA. Yes, he is an RFA. Ron Francis will work a contract out with him. He will be a future star for the Seattle Kraken. Cal Foote, Tampa Bay. Also young player, 22 years of age. A lot of potential. And I will definitely take him. Or Colton, because I will not take a high price contact out of Tampa Bay's hands without getting something big. Maybe they let them talk into taking Andre Palat or Alex Killorn, maybe Tyler Johnson, but with the tag of a first round pick and a prospect. Cap space is gold, and Tampa will have to pay a hefty price to get out of its cap crunch. And Ron Francis will not help them for free. That's why take Cal Foote, take a 22-year-old defenseman who has the potential for a top 4 spot with Seattle. Finally, Oliver Shillington, Calgary. No, I'm not taking Mark Giordano. No way. He's a good man, a good defenseman, but he is too old for too much money. Shillington is 24. Again, potential to play or potential to trade. So I took 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 13 defensemen. I think of these guys, plus the trades you can make with some of these guys to get help at front or get the first line center you will not get in the expansion draft. This is very good potential for the Seattle Kraken. And finally, the goalies. I drafted 3 goalies. One was strongly rumored. Chris Driedger of the Florida Panthers. He is a UFA. Florida would have loved to protect him over Bobrovsky, but no movement clause, I think, was not waived by Bobrovsky. Seattle would never have taken Bobrovsky. So, Florida will lose Driedger. Sad. Second, Kaapo Kähkönen, Minnesota Wild. I don't understand why Minnesota doesn't protect him. Talbot, I think I would not have taken Talbot, but I definitely take Kähkönen. And these 2 guys, Driedger and Kähkönen, they are already a solid tandem, which will not cost you an arm and a leg. Kähkönen is on the contract for 1 more year for $725,000. Driedger, you give him 3 3.5 million. This would be a solid tandem and a young tandem. Drieger is 27, Käkkönen is 24. But there will be a big fish. Yes, I did it. Carey Price. When I saw Carey Price will be available, I thought, you're not serious. This is a bluff. This has to be a bluff. You cannot expose Carey Price. He waives his no movement clause. Wow. This guy is from British Columbia. It's not that far up the coast from Seattle. His wife is from Washington State. Seattle is not far from British Columbia, and it is in Washington State. And Carey Price. Although he might have knee surgery, if it's too serious, Seattle will not touch him. If it's that he will miss a month, maybe 2, they take him. What they need is a solid goaltender behind a solid defense. With Drieger and Käkkönen, you have good guys. Carey Price is your man. If you want to make it do something in the playoffs, Carey Price. You want a face of the franchise, like Vegas had with Marc-Andre Fleury, Carey Price. He might be expensive, and what is it? His contract has an $11 million signing bonus this year. They paid $650 million to go into the league. What are 11 million when you just paid 650? That's nothing. And the owners do have the money. Carey Price can be an identification figure, can be the heart, the soul, the face of the franchise, and you get him for free. You get him for free. If you want to trade for him, it will cost you 2 years of all your picks, plus 3 roster players and a goaltender and maybe another roster player. You cannot trade for someone like this. As a UFA, it will be difficult. You can draft him for free. I think Ron will do it. He will call the bluff of Marc Bergevin. And then Montreal will say, oh, did he? And this will be funny to follow the reaction of Montreal fans and of Marc Bergevin in case Ron Francis really does it. Will be funny. So, that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you want, in the comment section below, tell me who else I could have picked, who else I should have picked, and who I should not have picked. Let me know your rosters. Thank you very much. Have a good time. See you soon. Goodbye.